Are we better off alone? Welcome to day one of Late Night Spookies 2024. Yeah, I haven't done this in so long. I'm so excited. It's October. So every day I'm going to be doing a Late Night Spookies. That's me doing a movie review with, sometimes I might have friends, or I'll just talk about my friends, because I'm going to be doing conversations with my friends at some point. So I might just give you their feedback, depending on how everything works out. But regardless, I'm doing one spooky movie every day in October. And today, the 1st of October, I decided to do Life. CJ, what is Life? Well, it's a movie on Netflix, okay? It's so good. It's so good. I was like, scrolling, it's only got a 6.6, out of 10. On IMDb here, but whatever. It has Jake Gyllenhaal and it has Ryan Reynolds. I saw both their names. I was like, what is this? Why didn't I hear about it? I'm also not up on all the movie news, so that's why I didn't hear about it. But it's about outer space. Oh, 3 things I like. Okay. It's a thriller. Close enough to horror, right? Outer space, aliens. Everything I like. Okay. So yeah, I decided to pick it. I read the little description. We were better off alone. That's the tagline, right? Life. And it's a space helmet with a hand. I'll put that here somewhere. A team of scientists aboard International Space Station discover a rapidly evolving life form that caused extinction on Mars and now threatens all life on Earth. Did it cause extinction on Mars? They might have thrown that in there, a little sprinkle, but okay. So if you couldn't tell, I'm in costume. I'm gonna be all this month in this costume. This is my favorite Lovecraftian person. I am doing a quick cosplay of for Halloween. In case you didn't catch this, Lovecraft. If you can see behind me. It's some of my favorite horror. Cosmic horror is probably my favorite of all time. It's crazy and it breaks your brain. It's cool stuff. I am the king in yellow. This is my yellow sign. And I watched Life. Does it say anywhere that it's cosmic horror? No. After watching the movie, do I think it's cosmic horror? And is that the reason I kind of picked it? I was like, it could be a little cosmic horror. Yes, it is. I don't care what anyone says. It's pretty cosmic horror-like. It starts off, they're the ISS, right, up in space, and they catch a probe from Mars. I really didn't pay attention too much at the very beginning. Where did it come from? Did it just shoot off Mars? Go to the ISS. Cool, whatever. They had a little thing in it, and inside of it they found bacteria, just microscopic, itsy bitsy little baby bacteria. Oh my god, we found life somewhere other than Earth. Ah, so cool. It's beautiful. Yeah. Woo. Okay, now moving forward, anything else from here? Spoilers. Just so you know. So this movie is a mix of the movie The Thing, the movie Alien, and Lovecraft as a whole. Just the idea of Lovecraft. Why do I say that? Well, this little bacteria becomes a bigger thing and a bigger thing, and it eventually kind of looks like a little octopus, right? And it's blah blah blah, and then it starts, it's getting smarter and smarter, and it's it's got sentience, and what's gonna happen? And then chaos ensues, right? Without going into too much detail and saying all the parts of the movie were pretty dang good. Ryan Reynolds, he's quippy, he's funny. That's what you want Ryan Reynolds to do in the movies that he's in. He does perfect. He doesn't ruin the movie. I was like, how are they gonna have him be quippy the whole movie? Spoilers, he's the first to die. Which I was like, oh no, Ryan Reynolds dead. Oh wait, it makes sense. The rest of the movie is very dramatic. Not that he can't be a dramatic person, but he's Deadpool. You know what I mean? Like, Jake Gyllenhaal, one of my favorite actors of all time. Rebecca Ferguson, she did amazing in her role. This guy's name I'm messed up. I'm so sorry, sir. Hiroyuki Sanada. Hiroyuki Sanada. He played Sho. Amazing. I swear I've seen him in other things. I'm gonna look him up real quick. Let's see, what has he been in? Blah, 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 blah. Shogun. Oh, he's the guy from Shogun. Oh, he's in John Wick. Oh, he's in Bullet Train. Oh, he's in Mortal Kombat. Okay, yeah, so he's in a lot of things. He's an amazing actor. He's a great guy. Love him to death. He did great. I loved every ounce of it. I don't know. I was looking up Jake Gyllenhaal. The tip of my tongue, I was like, the Rabbit movie. Donnie Darko. How I could forget Donnie Darko, I don't remember. But that's what I was gonna say when I saw Jake Gyllenhaal. I was like, oh, he's so good at drama because he's from Donnie Darko. But I couldn't think of Donnie Darko, so I was like, Rabbit movie. What the fuck is the name? Another amazing movie. If you've never seen it, go watch it. Yeah, so it's like it becomes like an octopus, and then it becomes like kind of like a face hugger, but kind of like a bat, kind of octopus kind of thing. There's like other things like this in other places, so it's not like a super like unique monster, but at the same time it is, if that makes sense. It's pretty cool. I like the special effects. I'm not gonna ruin the ending, but hopefully they make a number 2 because I set it up for number 2. There's like some parts, like some of the editing in the movie was kind of weird. This is where I started talking about like some stuff that I didn't like. It like cut scenes really hard sometimes, and I think I just blinked really hard. It felt like, but I really think the cuts were bad. It was like YouTube cuts, you know, like I'll probably do a couple times in here, just really hard cuts. And I was like, okay, that like I felt that, you know, like you punched me in the face with your cut just now. That's cool. I know not all the science is accurate, but like I'm not watching this for super scientific accuracy. But some of it, I'm like if it's a carbon-based life form and not a silicon-based life form, how is it so immune to so much things? Maybe I missed something and they explained it somewhere. Because the guy who, let me see, what's his name? Scientist guy. Yeah. Ariyon Bakare. He plays Hugh. Also does great. A very sympathetic person. But his character gets in shenanigans and blah blah blah, and he's like the guy that knows all the science behind everything and the study and blah blah blah. You know, it's just like, it's a good movie. You should watch it if you got the time. Go check it out. Go check out Life. It's fun. It's fun. Could this be the next Alien? Probably not. It's not as like scary. If they maybe do a little bit more like in the next one when it does whatever the ending is, flesh out the creature a little more. The creature is very sympathetic. It's less scary. Like, it's scary, like, oh no, it's gonna kill us, scary, but it's like also very sympathetic. I don't know if that was the intention, but maybe they did it a little too sympathetic, if that makes sense, because they're like, it's the baby, you know. Also, the way time passed was weird, but I don't, like I said, I don't think this was made to be like the next Alien, you know. I think it has the effect that most Lovecraft movies have, where it kind of like falls to the wayside, like Color Out of Space with Nick Cage. Amazing movie. I loved it. This one, I loved it. You know, is it a 10 out of 10? Maybe not. Maybe it's an 8 out of 10. Maybe it's an 8.5 out of 10. It's not a 6.5 out of 10. I mean, 6.5 is like just barely like watch it, don't watch it, whatever. So I know this is going to be controversial, but I use the 10 scale, the 0 to 10 scale. very literally. If it's a 5, right down the middle, that means like, yeah, go watch it. It's right in the middle. It's a maybe, 6.6. It's almost a 7, but it's still closer to maybe, I'm saying go watch this. If you like spooky, but you don't want to get too scared, because this is not super scary. It's thrilling. Here it calls it a horror. Netflix only calls it a thriller. Space sci-fi. I'd call it cosmic horror. They could go really cheesy with it, which I would kind of like. Go like really hardcore into the horror, like the B horror. I would love that. But maybe not so far as like Tremors, if that makes sense. Maybe cut it back a little bit. Like maybe we do an expedition to Mars, and there's like an old civilization there that fell. We do the whole Earth thing, like there's survivors on Earth or something, or there's routes. I have ideas that so call me if you got any. You're trying to think of life too. I can hook you up. I got some good actors too in mind on what to do next. But yeah, man, I really loved everyone's acting. That is what makes a movie for me. It's the script kind of fell, like some of the lines were like, but they were good. They just like you're like, oh, you said that, and you're supposed to be super scientific. Cool, like it's like one of the first lines of the movie. They say something, and I just like was like, what? What did you say? Why would you say that right now? Like, this is a very tense situation. I don't know. It was kind of silly. But don't let the silliness distract you from how good of a movie it was. Like I said, it's definitely like an 8 out of 10. Go check it out. The King Yellow tells you to. Cthulhu tells you. Cthulhu, right there. You see him? You see little baby Cthulhu? Why can't I get my finger right there? Cthulhu, H.P. Lovecraft. Go watch the Lovecraft movies. All of them, including this one, even though it's not labeled as Lovecraft. It's great. And I'll see you tomorrow for my next movie.